The Office of the Inspector General of Police has granted a permit to civil society group Coalition of Progressive Gambians to stage a protest over the 2020 CRC draft constitution. More in this report.
The group sought a permit to take to the streets to pressurize the borough administration into expediting the passage of the CRC's draft in its original form. The police have now green-lighted their protest, which will take place this Thursday. The CRC draft has remained a bone of contention between the borough administration, some opposition parties, concerned Gambians and civil society organizations. The draft was taken to the National Assembly in September 2020 but was rejected by the majority of parliamentarians on issues bordering on the draft's retroactivity regarding the presidential term limit, appointment of ministers, among others. The original draft could not see the light of day since then. Changes were made to it here and there, but the Gambia's main opposition political party, the UDP, some civil society organizations, and other concerned Gambians said they would not accept a tinkered version of the draft. Despite the agitation for a new constitution in a lot of quarters and the uproar and outcry over the delay in passing the CRC's 2020 draft, the country has yet to usher in a new constitution. Now, the issue will boil over in the streets tomorrow as the Coalition of Progressive Gambians had their request for protest approved by the IGP's office. The IGP's office acknowledged the receipt of the group's letter dated 29 August 2024 seeking an approval to hold the protest tomorrow, informing the group that permission has been granted to them to stage a peaceful protest from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. from Bond Road Johnson opposite Jar Oil to the first gate of the National Assembly opposite the Christian Cemetery. There are some strings attached to the permit which include strict adherence to the duration of the permit, locations of the protest and the delivery of a petition to the representatives of the National Assembly and the Ministry of Justice. The conditions also spelled out the venue of the press briefing that the group plans to organize, as the police directed that the briefing be held at the front gate of the National Assembly building opposite the Christian Cemetery. The police said the peaceful protest must be confined within the limits of the law and that no derogatory words or remarks will be addressed to any person that will eventually result in the breach of the peace. Failure to comply with these conditions will result in the revocation of this permit and or criminal prosecution, warned the IGP's office. For Star TV News, this is Yamundau Kuka.